Okay, so I'm just going to start this straight off again. I haven't seen the need to change my orders. Everyone's fairly active. Piper's actually getting into somewhere near to action now. But up here, the Mueller group is really not doing as much as I'd hoped. I mean, Otto's finally getting moving. I'm going to have you probe north. See, I could go to Piper another order, but I'm loath to do so until he's actually finished this one. Once all his units are up and formed, then I'm going to strike towards Bullingham, but if I give an order now I might cancel the one I've already given. This is looking fairly good, so I'll have you probe south to make sure that we don't change that to an attack south. Nah. Let's not confuse them, shall we? There we go. Attack south just to clear the way. Shift your attack order there. Got a collection of Panthers and Mark IVs. It's always good, with the Tigers coming off behind. Now I've got some nice open terrain. I know it's a bit hilly, but I should be able to, if I come down this road here, take Mulligan with not much trouble. I mean, there are enough infantry support there to make this a viable option. I nearly cleared this road, so once I have, I'm actually going to order you to attack that company there. No, you can't attack that company. Reattach you now. You attack there. Oh, domination. But I want you to detach mortar platoon to hold the objective. Finally got more troops coming out the woods. And it looks like the Allies are falling back a bit. So, while they're on the move, oh, keep getting the enemy over with, it's got tell range. That should cause them a few problems. Units on the move, of course, take a few more casualties than units that are stationary. Right, so they've formed up, so I'm going to use you to attack up there. Probing orders going. Piper just has a reserve battalion there. Its tanks are all position. So now I'm going to tell them to form up here and attack there. I want minimum losses, but everything else I'll conserve fuel as well. I don't think they're running low on fuel anyway. Nah, there's still plenty of fuel. Fuel's more of a, not a worry in these early scenarios because, you know, the Germans have been stockpiling it. It is a worry in the later ones where your tanks can run out fairly easily. Well, not fairly easily, but it's actually a worry. Looks like there's a mass redeployment back here. They know I'm going to hit them with pretty much the whole camp group. And they're pulling units out. It's hard to select the actual unit you want. There we go. Get you to move up to there. How are you guys? Fairly fatigued, but you've secured it. Want you to move into there, secure. And you to move up to there. This infantry regiment HQ's annoying. Finally, the attack on the village, the Roscoe's Cricket is beginning. Slowly. So let's support that with a bit more artillery. I'm actually going to pause up for a second while I do this so I can increase the bombardment time to about half an hour. Last thing you want is a short artillery bombardment when you're about to attack. You formed up quite nicely, so I'm going to send you to attack the actual objectives there. So the infantry now sweeping towards this regiment. It's only got 20 people in it, so hopefully they'll clear them out fairly quickly. Piper's reserve infantry units are coming up. Who do you belong to? Oh, he's routing. Really out to get the powers back in. See, the only thing is the pack company, which is contesting the Bullock section. As it is, I've got the Holtz unit here, which is protecting the enemy, stopping them coming up this road. That's a nice bit of flank protection for the Piper's units. Yeah, this is not the mass attack I was hoping for. The enemy are quite well dug in, I'm guessing. Oh, someone's there's routing. They're doing some damage to them at least. Finally, in the woods down here, that guy surrendered. So now we can try and take out this regimental base. Sorry, battalion base. Slowly creeping back. It's still a decisive defeat for me, but I'm sure I can change that. If I can take Bulgan, that would give me a few more points, but I really need to secure one of these big ones. I need to get the exit or the ridge, and I ain't gonna get the ridge, not now. I lost too much time getting through this wooded area here. Yeah, we do have this section of high ground. Finally my tanks are getting into action. I mean, this is battalion base, it shouldn't last that long. Especially not when it's got 15 panzers of moving on it. Oh no, I made that 20 for too odd. Yeah, okay, I'll let you retreat, you are the lead. Battalion HQ. His units are moving up. He's got his infantry in the front, and that unit up there has been disbanded, unsurprisingly. You know, crossing over the railway a few times, under the railway possibly. I think that's considered a railway. Yes. This is a good main road, I should be able to advance up that fairly quickly, although I am running out of daylight already. Yeah, that regimental brace is taking quite heavy casualties and is now routing. Most of the units are moving to probably cut the track apparently. Did I miss survival? Yep, I missed one unit survival. So I'm going to determine to move. Yeah, my best chance is to strike for this up here, so I want them to move to here. Quickest route at fastest speed. That way they won't be in action today, but at least they'll be fresh for tomorrow. This attack up here has been a bit of a shambles. I mean, yeah, the Allies are falling back, but they're falling back in a good way. You know, it's a controlled retreat for them. I'm going to have to detach a battalion here, aren't I, to strike south. Got units in between. Reattach them. Get them to a strike attack here. Oh, we got the unit securing the objective. Make sure where that is. Yeah, it's not a proper objective. Ooh, they've actually moved some tanks around to here. Really, I could have done with more than that attacking, but apparently it's not working for this guy. He's got 1700 men under his command and he's not giving them any bloody orders. Because I think this is, yeah, this is up here. Yeah, Otto's men are doing better than Miller's. Piper's forming up. We secured at least we secured Huntington before the end of the day. Because I now have good strong control of the south. Cool's moving up fairly quickly. So an armoured strike to Bulligan. Hopefully I can just skip across here and then up to Battenberg and back. Oh, I can't pronounce any of these places. So if you live anywhere near here. Okay, let's sod this and give you individual assault orders. Surprised how well they've moved up. Yep. Massive concentration of troops here now. Looks like Piper's men are finally going into action. Just as it starts to get dark. Okay, I've lost the option to do the Piper exit. That pretty much puts to death an army winning this one. I can get the Rolburn exit up here. But yeah, I could have stripped down to there, but that's 22 points I will never see again. See, if Piper's men can secure the Wittbergen by tonight, then I can use Kilman's men to clear out this concentration here. And then exit. Got some men sneaking forward there. crossing the ground without being stopped so far. They are leading with Tiger 2, so that's probably not that surprising. Infantry company. Not a good time to be an infantry company. Tiger's retreating. We just lost some. So I shouldn't leave with tanks. Yeah, you have infantry. What are they doing sitting at the back? I'm going to add a call men to move up. At least then I can get them into position for tomorrow. Spites is men are moving forward as well. Finally seeing some movement from up here. See, I'd rather you lead with the Tiger Panthers. I can afford to lose them a bit more. A bit. Okay, you guys have rested up a bit, haven't you? Why don't you start probing towards here? Night's falling, we've cleared out a good section of the line. Still a few enemies hanging around here, tying up entire battalions of my troops. But what are you gonna do? Swear at them repeatedly. Okay. Start probing up towards here. See, this is the attack I wanted about 6 hours ago. Get me some infantry in there. What are you doing sitting down there? Right, you can move in to take over that objective. Quickest route, minimum rest. Come on, you guys have done nothing but rest all day. That coverage been chopped off a bit. Oh, don't tell me they've got tanks moving down from the north. That would really make my day. I have secured 2 full objectives today though. It's not been a complete waste. Of course, I've only got 1 more day after this. Best I can hope for is to pull this back to be a draw. when you're losing tigers at this rate, Tiger 2s, it's probably not going to work. What artillery have I got to reach them? Not you. No, you can. Should range out around now. Kind of annoying when you have all these troops sitting around doing nothing. I mean, that is a 90,000 man attack. Really, I want to go a bit further south. I want to bypass. Alright, time to take speed up. It's slowed down. Looks like I'm not going to take either of the major cities, even using SS troops. Of course, taking a town with tanks is never normally the best way of doing it anyway. But, you know, if people sit their infantry in reserve, I still think fatigue in this game's a bit high. Oh, these guys are finally moving. See, they've got some infantry into action here. Oh, only an hour to go. This one is worth 10 points. It will see my status improve a fair chunk. As it stands, I'm going to move the paratroopers up, I think. There's enough in this area to hold it. Tank losses are mounting. Right, so we're coming up to the end of today. That's it, that's the end of day 2. So, I've advanced maximum about 5-6 kilometres in some places. I have secured 2 objectives in the centre, but my northern attack is stalled as anything. So I'm going to have to think of this and then see what I can come up with.